Can you get reelected when you just made all of your voters sit there waiting for the lights to go out in the most technologically advanced place on the frickin' planet Earth? Have you heard of Silicon Valley? It's here. You get that? Silicon Valley? That's here. The smartest technologists in the universe, they're here. You can't figure out how to keep the lights on the state that includes Silicon Valley? You can't make that work? So let me give you an update on California. So yesterday, the schedule in California is that my town was supposed to lose its electricity potentially or probably or something at noon yesterday. So at first I thought it was going to be at midnight yesterday, the start of the day. And then it was noon. So I couldn't really do much yesterday because you just sort of sat around waiting for the power to go out. I'll tell you one thing. Most of the people I talked to had no idea that there was even a potential for a power outage of that type, where they just turn out the lights and wait, until the day before or the day of. There are people who were found out about that the day of, including me. I thought it was a joke. Christina said, they're going to turn off the power for 12 hours or something. And I thought, no, they're not. What kind of weird conspiracy theory are you falling for, Christina? And then I saw it was real. And then I thought, wow, we really need another governor. Let me tell you, if you live in a state where you wake up and that same day you learn for the first time ever that you might lose electricity for the whole day because your state does not have an infrastructure that can support electricity, and you're just finding out about it, you have to get rid of your governor right away. You shouldn't, I hate that we even have to wait for an election. Now, had our governor said, we've got this problem, it could happen any day now, we're working on it, we're doing what we can, but we have to warn you, sometime in the next several months, we might have to do this thing. Now, if that had been the case, I would feel a little bit differently about it. I'd feel, well, there's a problem, it's a hard one. Somebody's communicating with us, they're working on it, they have something like a plan. Nothing like that's happening. I mean, at least I haven't noticed. Maybe I don't watch enough local news, but we desperately need to get rid of our governor. There aren't too many things that would make me say that, but sitting around waiting for the frickin' lights to go off, there isn't the slightest chance this guy can get reelected, is there? Can you get reelected when you just made all of your voters sit there waiting for the lights to go out in the most technologically advanced place on the frickin' planet Earth? Have you heard of Silicon Valley? It's here. You get that? Silicon Valley? That's here. The smartest technologists in the universe, they're here. You can't figure out how to keep the lights on the state that includes Silicon Valley? You can't make that work? There's nothing in your head that says, what can we do technologically to properly prepare to have electricity in the state of California? Is there anybody we could talk to? Anybody who's got some ideas? Anybody who's got some money? My God, if you can't keep the lights on in California, just leave. Gavin Newsom should just wait until the lights go out and then just slink away to another state. I could not be more embarrassed to be the governor of a state, if it's California, that can't keep its lights on. Now, if you told me that New Mexico was having a problem with their grid, I would say, well, poor New Mexico. New Mexico doesn't have as many resources, doesn't have the money, doesn't maybe not even the human capital to to keep the lights on, I would say to myself, man, maybe we should do something to help New Mexico because they don't have the same resources as big states. Maybe they need some help. But if you can't keep the lights on in California and you're not going to tell the public, heads up, not going to tell us what you're doing, not going to tell us how you're working on it, time for a new governor. All right, that's enough of that. Oh, by the way, the lights didn't go out yesterday. I don't have an update about whether or not they went out in other places. Maybe they did. But my town, the lights didn't go out. I don't know why. And I don't know if they'll go out today. So maybe it'll happen today. I don't have any information. I don't know.